Got ourselves first one with Nalix first up, back in as an arms warrior. I love this mount. Oh, that looks so good. He got Reckless as a homie with him. Like the mug, like the one of these weapons. Nalix and Reckless are out here looking fly. We got ourselves Callan here as well with I Fist Your Mom. What a name, Smeagol. Oh, Smeagol. That's call you Smeagol. Kioska's coming back in, almost dodging that stone, but the looks of a Blaze Storm out of the warrior, full avatar rolling over as Kioska backing up out with a disengage. Got him to surround the fitness a little bit early too. Big explosive for Nalix ready. It looks like he's going to be able to trinket out of the freezing trap. Stun to follow him. Kioska, an opportunity to maybe have a go. Just someone to Nalix, kind of trying to see if he can dampen some of the damage from Nalix. Got his weapon back in, Blaze Storm after him, and Kioska at least has himself the pillar to retreat back towards, but Nalix is on top of him. Big executes, cleaving him down. Huge heal with the reflecting case. There's a freezing trap waiting for him. For Kioska, might be able to use this time to maybe get himself some peelage. Does go for the peel with a manic bandage. If you can keep the bleed going in his pet too, that will deny the hunter a big old camo. Got him some grenades, potentially big damage. Kioska with a charge trap that's going to be able to break out of there. Does Kioska have his seer set, or is he a little behind on gear? Big explosive to Nalix. Kill shots to galore. Oh, the mongoose bite at the very end just goes flying. There's just not much you can do. That is a good mobility setup by the hunter. My goodness, with Smeagol rushing over with a full primordial setup, losing his weapon, but he doesn't really need his weapons. If you ever seen Garrosh versus Thrall back in WoW, if you've seen that cinematic, the fight between the two, he doesn't really need his weapon, man. The Magara apparently is okay with you bringing in the elements as your weapon. Big alien blaster follow, just dunking, just a big old ball of lightning fire and lightning fire, wind, no, earth, no, whatever other element you want to pick. Make it your own head cannon. Just throw it in there. Kioska with a charge trap, freezing one of the raptors from Smeagol. This is perfect. Freezing trap, doesn't have to worry about it. Kioska at no help whatsoever. It's going to be a harpoon last second. I think try to go for maybe CC off of that root, maybe, or harpoon, springboard off of him. Use that harpoon mobility to weave behind the pillar really quickly. One of those two. SP as a Pandaren Shadow Priest, playing out to the tier set, that's going to be a totem down. Cannot really outrun Smeagol. Is going to rush over there with a quick sunder. It does give SP an opportunity to go back for reverse root. Fury to follow. Void Eruption. Catches Smeagol. Can't go anywhere. Stun to follow. Void Eruptions in every angle. Got us a full burst with a Void Torrent. Still damage. Fully rotting. Smeagol, nothing you can do. You're down below, and man was already had himself burning 6 feet under. Popped down last second, could have just stayed in there, right? Could have been easier on the cleanup crew of the Nagran Hall. It's going to be a quick kick on the speed. Does going to juke it. Still plenty of damage taken as Reckless goes in. Full on Reckless burst with Recklessness. Avatar, everything thrown in. As SP trying to get himself a little bit of survivability. Quick Fury into Reckless. Playing an undead. Goes in and getting full value out of his undead racial. I think that put his trinket on cooldown, maybe. Big damage out of SP. Missing that kick for a moment. For SP, it's a good situation to maybe at least. No, never mind. His health was actually kind of hurting. Mind Control was the better play instead. As Reckless trying to see if he can maybe get himself back over there. Still dots a rim. Shadow Crash does get to connect. SP with a quick stun. Mind Games to follow. Maybe an opportunity? No. He's just using his mobility around the pillar to at least try to see if he can stay away from the warrior. Goes in for a full enrage regen just to recover a bit of health fuel last second. Doesn't have a Zerkers for this one. Might not be running Zerkers though. I feel like maybe as undead warrior, you probably don't run Zerkers. Or do you still run Zerkers? I guess against Fear you probably should. It's just like, it does give you kind of an advantage against Fear in particular. Silence on Reckless, avoiding almost all of those eruptions. Does get hit with a Void Torrent with no way to stop it. It's going to be burst. I think CC. Oh no. Just lag. That is a weird kind of CC out of the Shadow Priest. I was thinking it was CC by something. Never mind. That's going to be your fist. I Fist Your Mom. Up next with a Fury immediately by SP. As a class, a Shadow Priest, not a great for mobility versus one of the most mobile classes in the game. Not going to be the matchup that's in your favor for sure. But for SP, still getting quite a bit of damage. Hold on, the dots, the rod is doing work. DP is actually eating right through the monk. Does go in for Alexi. SP has everything available. I don't know what this kick was about, but it does give SP at least like immunity to the next few CC or interrupts. Doesn't have to worry about kicks. Hold on, he's actually perfectly fine. For Fizz, he's just trying to see if he can play into this tier set, trying to see if he can maybe get himself those blackout kicks to go for a big old banger onto SP. Almost gets a massive kick, and it gets him super low, catching up a little bit of healing, dampening only 22%. With a Panda Racial as the Whirling Dragon Punch comes out, gives you an opportunity to at least get away. Silence on the Monk for just a second. No Lexi for a little bit. SP trying to see if he can play up to his hero set. Racial, big hit onto Fizz. Oh, it does go to crush him with a shot over death at the end, just collapsing everything on the guy. The Monk did go in for a roll. I think maybe that's he already used Karma, so it's not like he could use Karma there. Apparently he used Karma. When did he use Karma? Calcit? Calcit gonna be up next, trying to see if he can get himself a full surrender to go. SP able to keep away around this pillar with his win around him, disperse to try to go for a bit of a heal. You are playing into a game that's getting higher and higher into dampening. The amount of healing you have as a priest is actually solid. It's just you don't really ever get any moments to get yourself a proper heal. Trying to go for Void Eruption, no interrupts. Does have himself the Void Eruptions, but it's not. Oh, it does catch Cal in the transit. Hold on a second. Does give SP a little bit of CC, plus plenty of instant cast. He's got himself full Void Eruption, max amount of damage. Silence onto the full Karma, trying to see if he can fight through Karma. I think either way though. Wait, do you give a shield? Hold on, where does the shield come from? It looked like he just gave him a shield. I think it's like maybe a cloak? Is he still running the cloak for the shield? Big damage on the Calcit, no Karma. Hold on a second. Oh, and SP does take it. I am surprised, amazed, a little bit confused, but overjoyed. Look at the damage. This guy's back in. SP! We don't see a lot of Shadow Priests really do God's work out here in the dueling arena against all of these melee. But SP is the homie that's been rocking this thing since, I think it is BFA, right? Got ourselves Adam back in on the Frosty Mage. Got the Tabard this time with the rope. Last time I don't even know where that thing went. Fast on this team, ready to go with Mikkel in the back. We got us Sasha. And looks like, no, I was going to figure out who's going to be first, but looks like it is going to be Fassel versus the game, switching it up a little bit. Last 3 games he won Assassination. This time he's Subtlety. I was kind of happy not to get some sub-rogues in these duels just because of Subtlety double vanish shenanigans. But, I'm interested to see how he does. I wonder if the difference is going to be drastic or not. Against the Demonology Warlock too, even Subtlety I feel like technically can do well, but the pet damage of a Demo, if you can lock down a Subtlety rogue and keep him out in the open after double vanishes, there isn't much that can do. Big Tyrant immediately the game, getting locked down from one stun to the next, has himself Cloak of Shadow, staying super aggressive, forward immediately for Fassel. He knows the rogue is going to be on the chase, walking onto the next side of the gate. I think he's ready to take it. Kidney shot, kind of DR'd. For the game, maybe looking at advantage. He's staying super aggressive, just trying to see if he can end the duel before it even truly ramps up and begins. Also immediately for Fassel, the game taking a huge hits, does get himself cheat death, vanishes are available, using one vanish, not a lot of health, got himself a pick up. No dots for Fassel though. He does have a tier set that technically puts the damage over time effect, or like effect that takes out over time, but it's not really a dot. Does get a full stun, might be going for another vanish here. You may need a second one really quickly. More to call, unless he just kills you. Hold on a second. No cheat death. That is rough. Hold on, I just saw Saya. I saw his hat. Man's cooking, dude. He's baking this Warlock right now. Give it a second. Hold on, let him cook, dude. Let him cook for a second. Got him some full wings. Stun. Lot breaking out of it with a trinket immediately. Fassel trying to land a fear. Will not be able to use his Warlock forward for the rogues. He's got a limited mobility. Still trying to go for a proper fear and a bit of a drain onto Holy. He needs to keep him at bay. Max range. Slowed down to Wazoo. That's all he can really do right now. Try to go for another fear. Gotta get a slow on the guy. Send all your pets in and just keep him over there fighting the pets, and you just put yourself somewhere comfortable. Got the Tyrant. He's gonna get immunity out on Saya. Unless Fassel got himself ports, he got himself a big heal, able to stabilize quite a bit. Holy Saya kind of lowish, not really focusing on self-heal. Wake of Ashes stuns on the pets, but now he's surrounded by all of them. Stun, no immunity. Shield of Venus barely keeping him alive. Fassel trying to see if he can go for a fear. Stun. Saya's still out in the open, getting blasted out by these pets. Not much available in terms of immunity. Goes behind the pillar. That's not where you want to be at all. That's the only thing he can do though. Fassel can't, there's not much more damage that Fassel can throw at him. So Saya is just kind of stuck back there with the obelisk empowering all these pets. At least he's able to stabilize a little, wait until the immunity is available again. Fassel needs to have someone Wake of Ashes just to stun the pets, but Fassel already has a second Felguard ready to go. Big stun, Blessing of Protection, got himself immunity from all the physical attacks, but the magic attack should still be huge. Mortal Coil is perfect for that stun. Trinket from Fassel, trying to see if he can catch up a little bit of damage. Saya, nothing left available. Fear to follow. He's just completely just locked out by himself over there. That's going to be maybe Wings. That is going to be his last haymaker. Maybe he can make something work off of this. This is where Fastly just needs to have Saya surrounded by pets. Interrupted. Saya is still unable to escape this easily. Wakerbash is stunning these pets. Tyrant is in play. Maybe Saya has something to work with. For right now, Fastly takes a big hammer. Second hammer last second, just a pixel away. Got him to the perfect line there. That's going to be Anthrax not letting Saya out of his sight. Better take him down while he's a little behind. Don't give him any more mutations. That was incredible, dude. That pathing, yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. I honestly, like, I feel it almost feels like to some degree that if they get behind the pillar and you still have a hammer hit you, it's almost like, wait, I dodged it. Come on, man. You know what I mean? But man, it was so good. It was so close between the two. He got the Tyrant. Like, Fassel did everything right there, you know? I think Saya might have maybe had a wall just to give him like a little bit of that survivability. Wings and going aggressive was definitely the play. Leaping in, trying to see if he can get himself an opener. Wall immediately kind of pre-walled the damage so he could get super aggressive. Pew, I think just trying to see if he can disengage out of this entirely. Deathshock him charging in afterwards with a coordinated assault. At least got himself a bit of damage, but also taking huge hits by Anthrax. Normal wall available off that stun. Does knock the Hunter away with big zaps to follow. Does have grenades. That's quite a lot of range damage for the Hunter with a wall. Anthrax barely surviving it now. He just needs whatever healing he can, but the kill shots in the back, not much you can do about those. Once you get your coordinated assault going, and you got them grenades that are empowered, and your kill shots that are empowered, and you can just spam them, or use them a lot more regular than you would, because kill shot is usually just an execute ability. It's just a lot of damage to deal with. Miko is going to be up next on that big old beat. I like the way that thing looks. Like, the wings and everything they've done for this mount, it looks great. I'm a huge fan. Giving Pew as much of an opportunity to catch himself an entire reset as the guy is chilling. We got us as all the hunters in the world just kind of sitting back here. I like how just hunters left. Demon hunters and normal hunters. As Miko trying to exchange some dots with Pew. As the man got himself a couple of dots too. That's going to be Miko going for a full set of dots. Actually putting full dots on the main pet. And it's going to soul swap those dots back onto Pew. Goes in for a stun. Wall up for Miko with a Malefic Rapture. Just trying to see if he can maximize damage. Huge drain. That's going to be a turtle for Pew. Cannot heal these. He's trying to see if he can bandage. But that's curses and match damage he can no longer remove. That's going to keep attacking him. Does get the drain soul. Oh my god. That is the longest drain soul ever. That is the longest, lengthiest drain soul. I don't even know how you got that. And beat it meta out Demonis. Does not want to play around this at all. Just leaping in. IBM onto Miko. Trying to go for a fear. Does land. That's going to be tricked out of Demonis. Full dots are up. Miko does have himself a bit of a survivability here with the human racial. Got himself mobility, I'm pretty sure. With a port. That's going to be a big hunt. Full dots on Demonis though. Might be pretty bad. Missing that kick. Hold on. That's an opportunity for the Warlock just to spam damage into Demonis. No interrupt available either for a bit. Darkness down. Maybe it'll keep it alive. Fear for just a quick second, but still rotted. Hold on a second. Leaping out of the darkness, and the dots claim you with the darkness, zapping you from a distance. Ayaz, I don't think wants to give Miko an opportunity to catch up whatsoever. Stun immediately. That is a full set of pets that is chasing Miko. If you could get all those pets dotted, you actually could be in a good spot. Got a full soul rot onto Ayaz, but the chimeric poison is not going to feel a good drain. That's all you really got. Interrupt, it's just over. Ayaz is dotted a little bit there, just a hair, a few dots. But for Adam, it may not be that much of an advantage. That's good. What is this full set? What is this mug? He's got himself every color of the rainbow, I think, is his mog choice here. Got himself a big defensive as Ayaz expects huge burst out of Adam with a full freeze. It's gonna be Adam just blasting out. Ayaz not giving him much of an opportunity right now. And Adam got himself plenty of defense as well as offenses with a beautiful looking shift in power. That being fully arcane rather than like blue and naturey. As Ayaz got himself Feign Death, able to at least separate himself away or break somehow the Ray of Frost, which is quite a difficult unless you maximum range it or like stealth it. Feign Death is a fantastic tool for it, so he does survive quite a bit of that burst. But Adam got himself Icebox. He may be looking at one right now. That is going to be a lot of pets attacking him all the time. Maybe that'll give you a little bit of that survivability. Might be a block right here as Ayaz is able to pressure him. Knowing when to send your pets in the full entire zoo is huge for a hunter. Icebug does let him reset though. Ayaz does not want to give him a chance to win this big shift in power. Death shock him onto Adam. Got him some defenses though, so he might be okay. That's gonna be Trinket into his scatter. Super low in health. Does reset. That's gonna be more Lance Ascendants. Ayaz, who doesn't have a lot of healing. Adam also got limited on heals as well. Maybe can go for Invis to reduce some damage taken. Does shut him up for just a second to break away from pets. Blizzard around the corner. If you put whatever pressure you can onto Ayaz not to let him escape, you might be okay. Trying to freeze those pets as best as possible. You need to find a way to swing over there. Maybe a breath would do it. Trying to see if he can close the gap. Breath doesn't connect. He does pretty disengage it. That's going to be stunned, blinking out of it. Flurries to follow. Lances all you got. Maybe this will be enough though. It's going to be a chimeric poison. Oh, the chimeric silence at the end. The Ayas. All he can do right now is just watch as Sasha is just gonna rip him apart. Does go for a turtle, trying to see if he can fight this tooth and nail, but at 55% dampening 10 minutes into the match, I don't think there's a chance for you to be able to find a way out of this one. Does faint for a second. Camo, but the pets are dotted. Oh no. There's no way, right? There's just no way. Pets do draw attention away from the hunter onto the for the mages. Hold on a second. No, it's over. Yeah. He just needs like the range to go for a couple of those glowing shadows from a distance, and there isn't much they can do about it. Ayas does bring it back for his team for at least a little bit there. That was incredible. I enjoyed watching that. That was really, really good. Let's see if we can get ourselves another one going.